How do the choices of people long ago of who they worshipped, prayed to, sacrificed their crops to affect us? People of all ages gather round to hear the stories known as myths passed on from person to person.
The stories of gods and goddesses traveled a lot farther by being passed on longer, by making people smarter, by being its own starter. In ancient Greece, it was accepted as their beginning.
And every day while work was being done and bartered away, the animals were sacrificed day by day. Inside they were longing for stories to be a part of, and they were ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter.
When a hurricane came, their desperation reigned. The men saw their futures dripping down the drain. They'd angered the god Poseidon, now all it did was rain. The poems that he had made were testaments to explain.
Well, as word got around, we said, that dude is insane, man. Took a pride in poems and myths to send them to the mainland.
He inspired education and others to start to write, so the world's gonna know their names. What's their names, man? Anna
and Julia.
Our names are Anna
and Julia.
And there's a million things we haven't told, but just you wait, just you wait.
When she was 10 and I got a gift full of lit about the Greek gods and goddesses. Years later, look, Anna's obsessed and will not quit, sitting on her own bed reading it. And Anna's 14, yet she still loves it.
Juliet's not obsessed, but she'll digest the information. And Anna got her hooked on myths and legends about the gods. Her voice sang, Jay, you've gotta learn for yourself. She started retreating and reading every book that's on her shelf.
There would have been nothing left for all to hear, pass on and learn if history wasn't recorded in reference to in literature. So we keep on learning, working on understanding more about the myths we will ignore and the history that will bore.
They won't be scamming for every book they can get their hands on. Plans for the futures won't involve the gods and goddesses, and in time the myths will be forgotten, and in that world they will be no more.
In that world they will be no more.
In that world they will be no more. In that world they will be no more. In that world be no more. Greek mythology, you will always be a mark in time. We'll try to not forget the myths that began our time of
Greek mythology. When all of us forget about you, will we recall info we lacked? Will we recall your big impact? The world will never be the same without you.
For now we must remember that mythology did shape us. When it's all forgotten, what will be left of us?
We will all destroy its wreck, but we must all remember that they fought for the gods.
They died for the gods.
They trusted the gods.
They loved them, and we will be the fools that forget them. There's a million things we haven't told, but just you wait. What's it called, man? Greek mythology.